worship guitarists. I hope you're having a great day in the Lord, and I hope this video finds you well wherever you are in life. The goal of this video is to equip you with the resources that you need to rehearse and practice for the Sunday that you're scheduled. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first resource, and the most important one, is called Planning Center Online. And this is where we schedule everyone, and this is where you will find the set list and the keys and even some chord sheets and whatnot to help you rehearse. Even though this won't be the primary tool you'll use to rehearse, this is the primary tool you'll refer to as far as like scheduling and the set list and the keys. This weekend is February 12th, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you could see I was scheduled for Electric One and Platform Director. So over on this side, you can see who else is scheduled along with you. You got the instrumentalists over here, you got the vocalists over here, and then some production people as well. But the most important thing to note is this section right here. So for this weekend, we have 3 songs. We have Only King Forever, and then it'll tell you who's singing that song and then in what key they're singing it in. If you want to listen to the song in the key that it's in, see, that's the tricky part, right? Because if you were to go to YouTube or Spotify and you were to listen to a song, well, more likely than not, it's not going to be in the same key. You see, we do songs in different keys, so just because you pull up a song on YouTube or on your phone, it might not be in the same key. So what we do on Planning Center Online is we actually upload an MP3 of the song in the right key. So this one's in C. There's icons over here. You're going to click on those, and then it'll pull up some resources. So come over here to Files, and here you can see we have, specifically down here, you can see that Only King Forever MP3. So you can click on that and it'll start playing the song in C. You've also got some, there's other stuff for the vocalists here as well. And, if you're playing acoustic guitar or if you just want to know the chord arrangement, you can also see the arrangement here. There you go. So it's the key of C. And you got the chords. You can also go over here to the song tab. If you're, I'll cover this in an upcoming video, but if you ever need to know the BPM to the song or the style, you got it right there. The timing for. There's not much else over here. So basically the main 2 tabs you need are Files and then maybe the song arrangement. So the second resource that you are going to refer to after you got everything from Planning Center is Slack. Slack is where the worship team communicates as a whole. So you'll be plugged into various channels such as worship experiences, worship musicians, worship team. But for this video, let's just focus on worship experiences. So each Sunday is going to have its own post, like Sunday, February 12th, Sunday, February 19th, and then, the various midweek events in between that. So basically the platform director for that weekend, so let's refer to February 12th. The platform director is going to post to the band the flow and the nitty-gritty details of that Sunday. So we saw that the first song was Only King Forever on Planning Center. And so this is where I'm going to communicate, or this is where the PD will communicate to the rest of the band how that song is going to go, and as well as This Is the Kingdom and Here Again. So the other songs, you can see here that we're doing, some special different things for Only King Forever. So I noted that there. And This Is the Kingdom and Here Again, those are going to be fairly straightforward, and we're not going to deviate too much from the studio version. So always refer to Slack for details about that upcoming Sunday on top of Planning Center Online. This is a spreadsheet where all of us coaches will drop a link to the appropriate tutorial video or resource for that song. So there's a tab for bass, for drums, electric guitars, and keys. You can see Ryan's doing a good job with that already. So for electric guitar, I'm going to have two separate columns, one for electric 1, one for electric 2. And I'm going to paste links to videos or websites here for you, which is ultimately, that is the authoritative source, if I can use those words, where you will refer to when practicing for that song. So here, and for the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and do Waymaker. It's a good song. And it's the one by Leland right here. So we're gonna go ahead and click on that. So right off the bat, you could see there's all the different tabs for the instruments. There's not just electric guitar on this website. It's got everything. So for electric guitarists, you'll see it opens with both guitars. But let's say you are scheduled as electric 1. Remember, that's the lead line stuff. So you're going to go down here to electric, and you'll notice there's a couple things. There's electric 1 and there's electric 1 lesson. So electric 1 lesson, if you watch the lesson, it's a super long video where you have a guy personally walk you through the effects, everything. So this guy right here on the other side of that screen will teach you everything you need to know about that song. It's going to take a while. It's 20 minutes. So if you're more beginner, or if you really want to make sure you understand a song, I encourage you to go ahead and watch this. If you're in more of a pinch, you could just jump to electric 1, and here's a video, and he just plays the song for you. And then we're going to scroll down, and you can see there's a couple tabs here. So charts, this is like if you're doing acoustic guitar, or if you just want to understand the chord structure of the song, which is imperative. It's not just recommended. You should know the chord structure to the songs. Let's go on to tabs. So we're gonna stick with electric 1, and look at this. Like, this is just amazing. You can play the video here.
2.
And
Intro.
it's got a live
2,
bar.
3, 4.
Click here, the video will jump to that same position. Pretty cool stuff. But you might be wondering, well, what if it's in a different key? Gosh, I am so glad you asked. So you can go down here to these 3 dots right here, and you can actually transpose the tabs from the original key of E. You can go up to A, so that'd be +5. Or you can go down to A, -7. You should probably go up to 5, just because it's closer to the origin. But anyway, you do that, and then all the tabs change in real time. And as if that's not enough, let's say you really want to understand what's going on the fretboard, you can play the song from wherever you're struggling, and then open up this button down here called fretboard, and then it'll actually show you exactly what to play on the fretboard as this cursor is going over the tab. So let's watch. We thought there was no way, you made a way. Another resource available to you is Prime. Prime is the app that we use on platform on Sunday morning through the iPad that plays all the tracks, all the clicks, all the cues, etc. And it can also be a valuable resource to you when you're practicing. Unfortunately, it is only for Mac users, so it's only available on iPhones, iPads, and Mac computers. So you would use this app to rehearse if, say, it's not, like, you can't find the song on Planning Center, like there's no MP3 on Planning Center, or it's not on Worship Online. You can use Prime to see what the guitar is playing for that song. So what you're going to do is if the platform director has made the set list, you're going to go to load set list, and you're going to go to, let's, for the sake of this video, we'll do February 12th. So you can see you got Only King Forever. This is the kingdom in here again. So first thing you'll notice is you got the arrangement of the song up here, and you've got all the tracks and instruments over here. So you can click in any point of the song, and you can listen to what everything is playing. And obviously you could change the key right here. So let's say you're not in C, let's say you're in E. See how the key changes. And so let's say you're practicing electric. So it can be kind of tricky on Planning Center because, you know, worship online and most worship bands have 2 guitars, but for some reason in Prime, you can have up to 4 or 5 different electric tracks, whereas you probably only need 2 most. So what you do is if you're rehearsing a part, so for example, let's say you're rehearsing that intro line to Only King Forever, you can solo it. And let's see, you also want the bass in there too, and the click. And then you can also adjust the volume levels on each track individually as well. A helpful tool when practicing, let's say that you really want to nail down a guitar line, but you don't want to keep stopping and playing and repeating. So instead what you can do is you can hover over the section that you want to repeat. So for example, this intro has got that lead line in it. You're going to press repeat. What that does is Prime will repeat this section for you without you having to stop it.
3, 4.
See how it did that? And you'll notice it went away. So what you can do now is you can double click it once and then twice. So now it's going to repeat indefinitely, not just once. Since there are many electric tracks, in this case there's 4, what you would do is you would want to communicate to the platform director which electric tracks that you learned. So that way the platform director can turn them off on Sunday morning, so those aren't coming through the track channel because you learned them. You should be the one playing them, not the tracks as well. Just for the sake of this demonstration, let's just pretend we're listening to Waymaker on YouTube. So, but let's say, you know, the original key is E, but let's say, you know, we're doing it in A that weekend. It'd be nice to play along to the video in the same key that you're rehearsing it in. So one way that we've discovered is using a Chrome or a web browser extension, and it's free. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to, so depending on the web browser you use, this is Chrome. I think it's available for Safari and Firefox as well. But just go to the extension store on your browser, and you're going to do a search for just the word transpose. And it's going to be this one right here. It's free. You're going to download it and install it to your browser. It'll come up here, at least it will for Chrome. And you'll notice that when you transpose the song, it will transpose the song. So let's give that a try. So there you can see how you can transpose the song in real time while you're listening to a song on YouTube or watching a video on YouTube. So that way you can practice along to the song in real time in the same key that you're rehearsing.